Okay, so my message for today is when you ask God for guidance in being disciplined, He will find ways to accommodate you, whether that means placing people in your life to keep you accountable or changing things in your environment to keep you accountable. But when I tell you guys all this stuff happened around the same time, it's crazy. So there's been a lot of areas that I've been wanting to work on and be consistent in. I have been praying heavily and hard on being disciplined, and I was like, I need to go to God instead of relying on myself. So my areas have been one, Spanish, fluency in Spanish. I've always had the goal of becoming fluent, and crazy thing is that one of my coworkers, she comes in every now and then, but she works at a different location. She offered to be my accountability partner. She told me I could send her voice notes, just randomly text her in Spanish to keep me accountable, and she has been sharing so many helpful tips to keep me on top of my Spanish. Two, this happened today. So I have a coworker and I know he loves the Lord. So I saw him today and I was like, something told me to ask him what his favorite book was in the Bible. Very random. So I asked him, he told me, and then that led me to asking him about, I guess, suggestions on the order to read the Bible in, because one of my goals has been to stay disciplined in word, but then also reading the Bible fully. So crazy thing is that he told me where to start, and then he told me next week I'm going to check on you and make sure you have been reading Matthew. Accountability, random. Another instance is this gym. So I have been living here for 2.5 years, and the gym has been real raggedy. The machines have been low quality. Like I've been skipping, there's been humps in the treadmill. It was just very, very bad. There was like maybe three machines in here that were working okay, but I decided to get a gym membership, and I ended up ending the membership to save money and just find better ways to work out. Tell me why. I get an email from HOA last week saying, hey, we're redoing the whole gym and putting new equipment in. I was like, okay, Lord, all right. You're keeping me accountable of my workout goals. When I tell you, like I said, this gym has been here for 2.5 years. And the minute I started praying heavily on just being consistent with working out, this happened. The other things have been financial and reading and also staying on top of my nutrition. My boyfriend has been keeping me in check in those areas. And one of the things that he told me was to map out a little checklist every day to go over all the things that I completed throughout the day. And he wants me to send them to him at the end of the day or early in the morning the next day to make sure that he is keeping me accountable of reaching those goals. So, like I said, y'all, when you pray, you will receive. And I think the main point that I want to emphasize is that you want to keep God at the center of all of this because it's different. It's a different type of feel and it works out differently when you try and do these things on your own. But when you include God at the center, things just work out so perfectly and they work out in a way where you can actually give glory to his name, but also stay connected. It's crazy because since I've been praying and keeping him at the center, I feel a lot closer to him. And I rather not lean on my own understanding and formulate my own ways to meet my goals because I've realized that it doesn't work long term. It has worked before in the past for me, but it has not been sustained. I want sustenance and I want to keep him first. So if you guys are working on goals and you feel like nothing has been happening, go to God first.